Okay, I think we're live. Let me make sure everything's updated. Got some cool stuff that I want to show off today, so I'm pretty stoked for this stream. Even though it's kind of just grinding in the worst Pokemon game on Switch, so there's that. Perfect. I can hear myself. That's what I like to see. I guess like to hear. Let me let some people know. Okay, let's get going. So I did some. I looked into some stuff of how to get some cool stuff set up for the stream because I was like, you know what? We do a lot of menial tasks in our Pokemon streams, and a lot of that is kind of doing the same thing over and over. That can get boring really quick, especially if you're listening to the same song over and over again. So I set up something that should pop up, hopefully, right here. Yeah, look at that. We have... Make sure it's coming through. Okay, it is. We have a stream playlist. It's about 170-something songs long, all from Pokemon games, and I thought that was fitting. Plus, I'm pretty sure I'm allowed to use all those. So there's that. Pretty goated. But here's something I want to show off real quick. So, some of you eagle-eyed fans may have noticed a couple days ago, I started a stream and pretty quickly after ended the stream. You might not have seen what that stream was for. I planned to shiny hunt Arceus in Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl. Just gonna pause it real quick. So, started doing some soft resets. And unfortunately, didn't get it in that stream. Because, about 15 minutes into the stream, I found out that this is a very easy to RNG manip shiny. Now, I've never RNG manipped a shiny ever before. It's always something I've been kind of interested in. I think it's cool. Kind of makes it more skill-focused than luck, and that's kind of neat. So that night, put my nose in the books. Took about 2 hours to figure out how to do it. And here is the clip. You see the long pause where I'm waiting for the metronome I had going to tell me when to press A at the exact right frame. Here we go. Ladies and gentlemen, I was able to get a shiny Arceus. So, with that completes my collection of shiny mythicals currently accessible. Let me see, do I like the volume of this? Let me check. The music, I should check. Yeah, I do. I think it's pretty good. Okay. So, my next goal with these mythicals is to ribbon master them. For those of you that don't know what that means, ribbon mastering a Pokemon means getting all accessible ribbons on said Pokemon. Now I'm going to show one off real quick. I've been working right now on this Mew, because you have to log in every day in Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl. I'm going to turn the music down maybe a little. It's good. You have to log in every day and talk to a specific woman in Sunny Shore City to get these ribbons. There's about 7 of them, so you can see I started 2 days ago. I already have the Master Rank ribbon on this Mew. I also have the Mightiest mark on this Mew, but you can't see it in this game. So, I'm going to need to do that for all of these mythicals. I've got my Mew and Celebi from Virtual Console. This Mew is a special one that had to do some fun little workarounds to get it to work, but it's pretty neat. Got the little Game Boy symbol. This was a shiny hunted Virtual Console Celebi. You can see the little Game Boy symbol there. Timid, too, which I think is the nature you want. Pretty sweet. This Manaphy is, it doesn't look like it, but it is shiny. Is from Dex Completion from Brilliant Diamond Shining Pearl, I think. Pretty sure. Darkrai is Pokemon I've hunted. Shaman is. And then my Arceus, who I named Giorno. If you know what that's from. You're a goat. But let me show you something real quick. One of the sets of ribbons you can get in Brilliant Diamond Shining Pearl is here at the Ribbon Syndicate. May I interest you in top-grade ribbons we had specially imported. These ribbons are only available through us. Max, if you like one from Pokemon, perhaps right now I can afford you the gorgeous ribbon. For mere 10,000, we can get one. Sure, we'll get that on Mew. Next, only available through us. Would you like a Pokemon? The Royal Ribbon, which is 100,000. I have enough for that too. Put that on Mew. There's one more. Gorgeous Royal Ribbon. That's 1 million minus 1 Poké Dollars. Now, I have 7,000 Poké Dollars. And I want to be able to get all of those ribbons on all of these Mythicals. So you see the issue. Now, fortunately, I'm aware of a very, very easy grinding method in this game. Before we get into it, though, I kind of want to do some min-maxing of it. So we're going to kind of set up for that. Yes, we're going to put that in the bag. These Padres have pickup, which is pretty nice. I'm also trying to get these Pachyrisu's friendship up for some later ribbons we'll need. But one thing I want to show you is these Pachirisu. Some of them have pickup. Okay, I think I need 3 more pickup Pachirisu, and that means I can get some items. So I think what we're going to do first, before anything else, is go catch us some more pickup Pachirisu. We're going to get my buddy Subscribe on the party for that. We're going to go get, 2 more? 3 more pickup Pachirisu. Let me look where I catch Pachirisu, actually. I think it's in the Valley Windworks. Pachirisu. Let's take a look. This is a Gen 8 game. Yeah, Valley Windworks. Is that what I said? That's what I meant. I gotta think. That's right here. Yeah, Floromatown. We just had that song playing on stream, actually. So, we're gonna go get ourselves some pickup Pachirisu. You see, I've got some berries planted. Was this one ready? No. I already watered it today. Because we're going to make some poffins at a later date to get some contest ribbons. But in the meantime, we just need to catch some Pachirisu. How many do we need? We need 3, right? I think we need 3. And then we're going to put the Soothe Bell on them while we grind. Or at least on one of them. Get their friendship up. Look at that! Great start. We just got to catch up. That should be pretty easy for our buddy Subscribe here. Great name. Great name. Kind of just came up with it randomly. Got some new tea that I've never tried. It's chamomile tea. It smells incredible. I'm very excited to try it. Luxury balls are great. That looked like a crit catch too. Yep. Because luxury balls increase friendship of a caught Pokemon. So this Pachirisu is going to love us pretty quickly, which is great for making poffins later. I did not mean to do that. Please, do you have pickup? Nice. Already 1 done. Just need a few more. 2 more. Not you, Shellos. What is the quality of the stream looking? Let me look. Okay, looks fine. On my little YouTube studio, it didn't look great, but I think that was just YouTube studio being funny. Oh, I have it set to... Okay, my bad. So let's fix that. Okay, let's catch this little guy too. This track is really quiet. It's a shame, I really like this track. Turn it up a little. This track is from Pokemon Ranger Guardian Times. Fantastic spin-off game. Please have pickup. Nice! 2 done already. I just need 1 more pickup Pachirisu. We're going for Pachirisu specifically because they're considered a cute Pokemon. So they can go into Amity Square and later on help us make poffins. Sorry, Weasel. Not you. Okay, Shellos showing up as well. Oh, come on. Pachirisu, show up, bruh. Great, Bidoof now. I don't think Bidoof has pickup. I also don't think he's considered a cute Pokemon to Amity Square standards. Look, I don't agree with that. I think Bidoof's adorable. I used to have a really small plush of Bidoof when I was a kid. It came in one of those... I don't know if they still make them. They used to sell these Pokeballs. They were like plastic and they had a string on the back. And the whole point was that you'd stuff this tiny little Pokemon plush, like I'm talking smaller than the size of your fist, into it, and it would like kind of curl up somewhat nicely. I had one that was a Bidoof and I had one that was a Minccino when I was a kid. And you'd put them in the Pokeball. Pachirisu looked weird. And you wrap the string around one of your fingers, like it had like a little loop on your finger, and you'd hold the Pokeball, and when you throw it, the string would yank it back, and it would open, and the Pokemon would come out. And it was really cool. I had one, like I said, with the Bidoof. Summary real quick. First fail. That's a runaway Pachirisu. Come on, give me what I'm looking for. Another Pachirisu. Nope. Weasel. There we go. That was a crit catch. That's what I like to see. So, because the ball doesn't really arc, it kind of just shoots down. There we go. Come on, pick up. Run away. Nope. It was not a very great game rip of the Nimona battle theme, but well. There's 170-something songs in here, so it's okay if one of the two of the ribs isn't perfect. Sun and Moon, Red and Blue battle. Love this one. It's cool. I put so many songs in here that I don't even remember all of what I put in here. It's going to be a surprise for me. It was a long night finding them all. I went through every region at least once. And I, like, for some of them I did more. I just went through the soundtrack. I was like, okay. What songs do I think could be cool to listen to during a stream? Luckily, I own all the soundtracks, so it was pretty simple. It started out where I was just like, you know what, I'm going to go through like 2 or 3 games. And I was like, oh, well, you know, I want it to be a long playlist, so like sometimes the same song won't play. Like if we're streaming for a while. And then it ended up in a pretty lengthy project. And then I wanted to rename them all so that when it popped up on the now playing at the bottom, it was clear where it was. So now every single one was formatted to be acronym mentioning the game that it's from. Dash, and then a kind of concise, descriptive, like, look that up and you'll find the song. So this one very clearly is Sun and Moon. That's what SM is, Random Blue Battle. So if anyone's ever curious what we're listening to, I don't mind answering it if anyone wants to ask. Come on, Pachirisu. You know what, let me actually think about it. Hold on. I want to make it so that I'm listening to the exact... Let me check something, because I'm going to delay the audio slightly. Oh, but that just delays it for... I gotta think about it. Is that right? Did I just do that right? Hold on. I'll, like, listen to kind of figure it out. Stop. Pretty close. Pretty close. I think that was the right choice. I think I got it. So it should be, I should be listening to this, like, you should hear me comment on parts of the music as they're happening for me. I think that should be an issue now. Hey, Pachirisu, pulling up to the music. He's like, yo, you guys listen to Red and Blue? It's a great track. Man, another runaway. Do I have any ability capsules in this game? Probably not. I don't even know if ability capsules are in this game. I don't see any. Either way, it'd kind of be a waste to use it on a Pachirisu, dude. Do I have a Pokemon with static? That could guarantee Pachirisu encounters. But we only need, or not guarantee, but increase the likelihood. We only need one more. I don't know if it's worth the effort. If we get one more runaway Pachirisu, I'll try it. Here we go. Here's our chance. This is a good track. Just started up. Got him. Come on. Another runaway. I feel like we're getting unlucky at this point. Okay, I said we're going to look at static. I think your pickup, right? And then you 3 or you 4 are runaway? Yeah, look at that. And then these 2 are pickup. It'd be an electric Pokemon if it had static, and I don't really see any. No. We've got really messy boxes in this game. Yeah, wow, this is... What a mess. Because I never really used this as, like, a main game. So I never really cleaned up my boxes or anything. Taking some tea. Pretty good. Nice. Another Pachirisu. Gonna run out of luxury balls soon. Please. Dude! What the heck? That's 5 in a row. Okay, but we got another... Maybe this is it. Maybe he's like, look. I've got the ability you want, though. Maybe I should have had a Pokemon with Trace in the beginning. I think my Gallade here has Justified or something. Maybe Sharpness. One of the two. Glade's nice because he has False Swipe and Hypnosis. I used him to catch my Arceus. Giorno. Oh, one of those Pachirisu just picked up a Dusk Stone, I think that was. Dude, that's 6 Pachirisu in a row now. What are the odds of that? Is something wrong? I don't think it pickups its hidden ability. No, it certainly is not. I have no clue what that's about. At this rate, it would have been faster to just breed Pachirisu. Probably want to name these guys something too, so I remember them in my PC. My pickup Poffin squad. Nice! Okay. We got him. Okay. What are the odds, right? What are the odds it's pickup? I don't really care enough to find out. Yeah, Heart Gold Soul Silver music. This was actually Heart Gold Soul Silver was the first game I went through. I was like, I know for sure I want a bunch of these tracks. Okay. Okay, we're gonna take that, put it on one of you guys. And then the pickup guys going into the team. So that's pickup. You have pickup. You have pickup. You have runaway. So you're switching out. Sorry, buddy. And then you have pickup, which means sorry, Dirk. Don't know why I named you that. Okay, these all have pickup. Yep, one of them a Soothe Bell. That's perfect. And I want to check real quick. I have a Pokédex app. Nice, it's already up. So how high is their happiness already? Already 2. I don't know how high that guy is. Oh, wait, maybe not. Okay, we gotta make those guys a little happier. Luckily, that's what the Soothe Bell is for. So we've got that. And then we're gonna grab my Torterra Atlas. He was my actual starter in this game. He's our 6th cute Pokemon. Oh, I have Versus Seeker, right? Or that I'd like equipped. So let's go heal. And then where's the Name Raider? So I can go Name Raider BDSP. Eterna City. Okay. Okay, I think I know where that is. A specific building. Yeah, okay. Like 2 of them were caught in quick balls. I think the 2 that were caught in quick balls are actually the ones who were happiest too, which is really funny. Here? No, I think that's just the Galactic Eternal building. I just did again. Let's name them all like Poffin, some variation of that. This will be like... I don't know. This will be Raffin. This will be... I don't know. We could do Toffin. Just so I remember who these guys are. Raffin, Toffin. This will be Boffin. What's this guy gonna be? Moffin. And this guy can be like... Can be Goffin. Oops. Okay. There we go, our Poffin crew. Now, we fly to Celestica Town. That's right, or Celestic Town. Who's in the lead? Whoops. It's Atlas, my Torterra, and who else? Yeah, I want it to be the low-level guy with the Soothe Bell. These two are already done, so I'm going to put them towards the bottom just so I know. They have high happiness, these two. Atlas does as well. And increasing happiness makes Poffin better. So that's what we're doing that. Right, okay. Let's get Defog ready. Oh, that was a funny obtained Pokemon. You can see the Mythicals I caught and that 40 Pachirisu. Then the best money-making strategy, as far as I'm aware in this game, is right over here with these two. Okay. You know, I do need to do that real quick to make it even faster. Normally I have my bike registered, but here it's way faster to have your Versus Seeker registered. You just go in circles, walk 100 steps. You can do it rapidly. And then Versus Seeker. Normally they do it. I swear. Come on. Battle me. Yeah, I don't know. Okay. I want them to be on the bottom. That's not quite what I wanted, but that's okay. There we go, our first battle of very many. So let me do the math real quick, okay? So we've already spent 110,000. We'll round it up, say we need 1,100,000. And 10 for 10. Hold on, it'd be 1,110,000. So I'll just type that in. I already messed it up. 1 million. Yeah. Okay. And there's 6 Pokemon. So we're going to multiply that by 6. Now we're going to subtract 110,000 from that because I've already spent 110,000. Which is 6,550,000. We're going to we get about 26k per battle, which means we're going to need to fight these guys Hold on. I messed it up. And I just typed, okay, that freaked me out for a sec. Okay. I divided 6,550,000 by 26, and it's a 2,000 something battle, or 200,000 battles. And I was like, ugh. Okay. So divide that by 26,000. Dude, it's still not. Okay, hold on. I'm still doing the wrong thing. Clear. Okay, come on, calculator. I'm just an idiot right now. Okay, there we go. Okay, can we not? It's just like doing stuff. Okay, there we go. And then divide that. No. Dude. It's like not... I just need to like not be an idiot right now is the issue. Okay, and then divide that by 26,000. It's about 252 battles we need to do here. That's a lot. It's a lot, but we can do it. My headphone cable there. Hopefully a lot of level ups for our Pachirisus here so their friendship can go up. For a while it's going to be annoying. We're going to have to click through stuff like this. But it'll get better. He's had a really good idea, actually. Do I have a lucky egg? I do. We're actually going to give the lucky egg to Raffen. And give the Soothe Bell. We'll give that to Goffin. And get the Repel he just took. That way we get more experience for the other Pachirisu. I think that's how that works. I might have to look that up. These guys are in a really annoying spot, honestly. I guess I could do this in the corner. Then I don't have to worry about going down the stairs too, so it's kind of nice. Okay. Nice. How does Lucky Egg work with EXP share? BDSP. Let's look. Yes, it does work correctly. At least it did 13 years ago, so not with BDSP. If you equip a Lucky Egg to your first Pokemon, the experience gain is doubled and transferred over by EXP share. Okay, that's right. Raffen, I guess you just growl. Okay, yeah, I'm pretty sure this is correct. So we should be getting a little bit more experience on our backup Pachirisu, which is nice. Yeah, I think we are. Which should level them up. And in turn give them experience points. Or happiness points. So there's that. Oh, we missed. Okay. Raffen's growling. Let's just crunch it, I guess. Just don't paralyze me, please. Nice critical hit, Atlas. Because they're all caught in luxury balls, too. I think that doubles, or maybe not doubles, but increases the rate that habit gates happiness. Let me look. Specifically, what does Luxury Ball do? BDSP. Always gotta type in BDSP because otherwise it might just not work. Has no way to capture it. Instead, it helps increase the Pokemon's health. For each one happiness point it normally would earn, instead earns 2. Okay, so it doubles. For some reason, I thought it was times 5, but that'd be kind of ridiculous. Yeah, our buddy Atlas is holding the amulet coin to double the money we get from these two. So I can kind of spaz out in the corner like this. And battle them again. And we're grinding some items with pickup, which is nice. Right now, only on a few Pokemon. But still. Because we have the XP share on... No, I'm sorry. The Lucky Egg on 1 and Amulet. Nope. XP share on 1 and... what's the other item? No. What am I thinking? We have the Lucky Egg on 1 and the Sooth Bell on another. So... But I think once we go heal to get some more Razor Leafs, I'll check that. And see if we're because once we get to a certain happiness threshold, we don't need the Lucky Egg or the Sooth Bell anymore. And we can just get items from pickup. And I think at a certain level, let's look at the pickup charts. I keep just pulling up Cerebi. BDSP, pickup. Okay. Yeah, once we hit... Oh, I don't think we're getting to level 91 through 100. I think at most we go 41 to 50. We can get some rare candies. We can get some nuggets. That'll help us. Helps a little bit. The rare candies are real nice. A little Poffin crew here. I wish they picked up berries. I'll say that. Berries are a little annoying to farm. But, oh well. I wish they would stop learning moves. Tell you what, the music makes this a less boring experience, especially considering there's no one else here to talk to right now. Already level 20 on our little guys. Obviously the one in the lead has more, but that's to be expected. None of them have picked anything up, which I guess makes sense because we're not doing like an insane amount of battles, but I think it'll be nice. It'll be a nice little bonus. You know what I mean? Rare candy here and there, some revives maybe. Yeah. So like, let me look real quick. How are they doing happiness-wise? Is there a noticeable difference yet? Of course, you gotta click through the Poketch because this Poketch sucks and they didn't want to use the Platinum one for some reason. Okay, that's probably one of our old ones. That's the other old one. Nothing yet. That's okay. My other Pachirisu have pretty good happiness, so if we need to do that, we can do that. Like if we need to switch to them when we make Poffins, but I would like to not have to do that. What is the money cap in this game? Money cap, BDSP. Oh. It's $1 million. They don't let you go over that. That's really annoying. Wow, that's incredibly annoying. Oh well. We'll just have to make some frequent stops. I was hoping we could just, like, get all the money in one go, and then just go through and buy all the ribbons then, but I guess not. Hope everyone had a nice Thursday. I had a pretty good one. Had some pretty good news today, so stoked about that. Probably save that for a slightly more populated stream, though. Kind of a lonely one right now in the Sinjo ruins. The track is very fitting for that. Guess I'm playing the worst Pokemon game on Switch, though, so, like, what did I expect? Press and Razor Leaf over and over, the usual. Oh, we picked up a Max Repel. That's pretty good. Max Repels are nice. We can use those if we ever want to suffer through some Poke Radar chaining in this game, I guess. Look at that. We got our first item from Boffin there. It's going to be a long grind. It'll be worth it, though. Having some Ribbon Masters on some shiny Mythicals will be pretty neat. In the meantime, just using Razor Leaf over and over again. These fools. I'm really excited to see what we get from pickup at the end. We've only gotten a Max Repel so far, but... We're in Thunder. Cool. No thanks, though. We're going to beat these Ace Trainers over and over again. I believe this is the fastest way to make money. I haven't been told anything else, so... I think it's partially because you guarantee they'll interact, basically, with your... or react to the Versus Seeker. because you spin around a bunch and there's 2 of them, and it's always a double battle. So. I'll listen to Sinjo Ruins for a minute. It's almost over. I'll play out. Some of these songs are a little longer than others. Sinjo Ruins is cool. It's got cool vibes. It's a cool location between Sinnoh and Johto. Only accessible from a long past event. Cool. Thanks, Raichu. Just make this more of a pain, buddy. Oh no, and he's setting up late screen. Just don't para. Hey, what's up, Ada? Glad you could make it. Very stark contrast from Sinjo Ruins. the new music. Turn this track down a little. I wonder if there's a filter I can put on to kind of keep it in this decibel range. I bet you there is. Let's look. Yeah, let me look into that. BS to make audio always stay in set range. Okay. Let me look into how to fix that. How to make audio stay. There we go. Seems like this is moderately straightforward. I don't know. Okay, I need to add a compressor and limiter. Okay, let's try it. Whoa, that got real quiet. Okay. I think I'm figuring it out. I'm not going to be here for a long time. You have baseball practice. No worries, no worries. Enjoy baseball practice. Threshold that says -20 is good. Attack. Release 100. And then I was supposed to add a compressor and a limiter. Okay. The limiter, the options are supposed to be threshold -1. Hold on, wait. What's in Sand Touch? Okay. Guarantees nothing clips. Okay. So I want to check. Is that? Let me go back a couple songs. Yeah, that sounds way nicer. Yeah, it's all consistent volume. Nice. Perfect. Okay. Awesome. Okay. So it all stays around a set volume. Great. That is awesome. You know, we're going to check real quick, too. I'm going to go to the Shiny Hunt stream one because I have music playing in here, too. Oh, I don't have the now playing. Let me get that set up. Hold on. Sorry to do this on stream, but it's just something that I'll forget if I don't. So is that like a good, maybe a little to the left? Yeah. Okay. And then we're gonna filters. Oh, it kept them. It kept them. Nice. Okay, now we're all good. Music should stay within a set range, which is exactly what I want it to do. That's something I didn't really have to think about doing before stream, so some on-the-spot fixing. Oh, we got, a Max Repel, and I think that's a Paralyze heal. Nice. I'll take those. Just some free items. Selling Pokemon cards at one is worth over $300. What Pokemon card is it? I'm not really one to buy singles. Single Pokemon cards, I mean. But, I bought singles of, I think, a Magic card for a friend once. And I bought some single Pokemon cards in the past, but it was kind of just like I really wanted. What card is it? I'm curious. Rayquaza EX? Do you know from what set? You gotta try to figure out what set it is. That way I can kind of look it up. I kind of want to know what it is. Can you describe it? Somewhere 15 over. That might be graded cards, though. So keep that in mind. It might be like if it's a 10. If a graded 10, it's worth that much. So cool. Rayquaza EX is always a cool card. Rayquaza just in general. You get some hype points. Oh, okay, that's great. I can get that. Rayquaza EX Rapid Strike. Is it EX or is it VMAX? Because I'm looking at a pretty cool one. Oh, does it have Zinnia next to it? She has like a cape. It's V. Is it V or hold on? Let me look. Okay, hold on. So there is a person standing next to it? For sure. It's Zinnia? Yes, okay. Yeah, then that is a pretty cool card. Yeah, if it's in good condition. What's the average price? I don't know. The one I'm looking at right now is saying market price is around 99 for near mint. So I don't know. If it's great, it might be higher. You just gotta find the right person to buy it. You gotta find the right fool to give you $4 billion for it. Cool card though. Rayquaza's cool. Zinnia's cool. Make sure to take good care of it. Put it in a sleeve or a slab or something. We get an item. We got leftovers. Nice. Yeah, 4 billion was a bit of an exaggeration, but dude, if you could find, I don't care if it's my favorite card ever. If someone is like, I'll give you $4 billion for that piece of cardboard in your hand, it's now your piece of cardboard, and I'm the proud owner of $4 billion. Like, look, it could be my most cherished card I've had since I was a kid. It's perfect condition. But, like, at the end of the day, it is a piece of cardboard, and $4 billion that could buy me a lot more pieces of cardboard. So, after I'm gonna run to the bathroom real quick. I'll probably wash my mug real quick too. I'll be right back. Okay, I am back. Now, if I sell most of my full arts, I can get Switch 2. I think that's worth it. I'm gonna be real. Like, again, I collect Pokemon cards. I've got quite a big collection. I got some pretty cool ones. I don't know how many, like, they're all, or how many of them are worth a substantial amount. Because I kind of just collect my favorites, you know what I mean? But, like, I think for the most part, a Switch is just better. Because, those just, it's cool that I own them, but they kind of just sit in a book. I had a Switch 2, you know? I could be playing ZA. I do have Switch 2. I do play ZA, but... You know, other Pokemon games like Let's Go games? Yeah, every Switch game works on Switch 2. Every single one. It's backwards compatible, so... Even your digital ones, you can, like, transfer over pretty easily. I did that for Animal Crossing and stuff like that. Did that for Animal Crossing and Pikmin. Some other stuff too, but those are the big ones. Play a lot of Pikmin. So I tried getting back into it literally earlier today. I was like, oh, I'm bored to play some Pikmin 4, and I booted it up, and I was like, I started a new save, and I didn't play for more than 10 minutes. I was like, I don't know. Yeah, you can. It's really simple, actually. When you boot up your Switch 2, it asks if you want to do that, and then it walks you through how to do it. So it's pretty simple. And you can do it for, like, specific users, too. So, like, I have a couple accounts on my Switch, and I left one on my Switch 1. That way I can, like, dual shiny hunt if I want to. Or if, like, you have a sibling who will predominantly play on the Switch 1, now that you have a Switch 2, you can leave their account on there. So yeah, it's a pretty simple process. If you replay a game, what's the point? Because you already know how it works and nothing is exciting now. Yeah, but I replay a lot of games. I replay a lot of Pokemon games especially, but I replay a lot of Pikmin too. And just even knowing everything's there still is exciting. Like, because then you can do it in interesting ways. Or knowing what's coming can make it easier to deal with for specific difficult parts. Welcome to the stream out of my hands. Is that a little popcorn guy? What is the shield next to your name? Does this mean you're a moderator? Probably. Look at that. You showed up to the stream out of my hands, and it's a song you recommended just came on the randomized playlist. Ain't that something? This is a good one. Yeah, indeed. I think I took probably about 15 songs from the ones you sent me. About a third of them. Not because like all of them were pretty good, but like I wanted to pick the top ones because I knew I was going to pick a lot from other games. All the time in Poker Rogue. I always had the noise off when I played Poker Rogue. I played Poker Rogue so much though when I was in college. Just I'd be sitting in the back of lecture not paying attention at all. Playing Poker Rogue. And look, I graduated college like with basically for the most part straight A's. So obviously, you know, here or there, you know, I think I got a C or 2 at one point, but A's and B's for the most part A's. I kind of killed it in college. Did pretty good. Pretty proud of it. Pat myself on the back for that. I wish the Poke Radar in this game wasn't horrible, because I bet you it's pretty fun. But in this game, they like nerfed it into the ground. And not even in like the rates are lower way, it's just like a now randomly it'll stop working way. It's like that's the last thing you want to add in a game. losing. Obviously, I play a competitive game where luck is very important, both with missing and critical hits. But losing something or having something mess up by complete chance as opposed to like a misinput is just lame. So I'm gonna Pokemon Go until you get to play Block Blast. Dude, my Block Blast is pretty cool. Thank you for the gift. I open, I think, I try to go through and open every gift every day in Pokemon Go, just because, you know, may as well get those little friendship points, especially now that they've added remote trading. So even people that I'm already best friends with, I may as well try to get lucky friends, because then I'll hopefully unlock a remote trade and be able to get a lucky trade out of it. Pretty goated system there. Out of my hands. Isn't it kind of funny how, like, weird the character model looks when I'm spinning in circles like this? Like, this game is so unfinished. And, like, I'm taking so many steps. You have a... I don't know what you mean. A score in Block Blast, I assume. I've never actually played Block Blast. I've just watched people play it, but it looks pretty fun. My mobile game of choice right now is Clash Royale. Not that I'm very good at it. And I've kind of been iffy about it. They've been adding some stuff to the game that I'm not the biggest fan of. Level 16 and heroes specifically. So that's been on the chopping block. I've been thinking about it. I got the big old what are the butcher's knives called? The ones that they used to chop meat. I can't think of what it's called. I got one of those ready. It's like on Clash Royale. I'm just waiting for them to add one last thing I don't like. Have you been liking ZA, by the way, Aiden? Enjoying it? I'm thinking about going back to it a little bit. There's some shinies there's quite a few shinies I don't have from that game. I've been shiny hunting some other games though. I kind of like during the day if I want to shiny hunt. I like more chill ones like the pseudo method hunting. It's pretty fun. Soft reset was fun. Well, there's nothing really that I need to soft reset for anymore. Kind of got most of those. ZA has a bit more active shiny hunting, which is fun, but I gotta be in the right mood for it. And lately, I haven't really been. He just got a new title, the #1 Blastoise Glazer. Hey, Blastoise deserves it. Blastoise is cool. I like Mega Blastoise a lot. I've spoken to some people who don't like Mega Blastoise, and I don't get that, because I think it's just sick. His 2 cannons turn into 1 giant cannon, and he gets little arm cannons. That's really neat. I don't know. I like it. Can he learn Sheer Cold? Probably not. I'm gonna say no. Let me look. Blastoise learn set. That's the term you look up, by the way, if you want to know that. Learn set. We'll look at Gen 9 decks. Control F Sheer? No, we cannot. Sheer Cold's not even really that good of a move, though. I have a big brain move I got from Wolf. I assume you mean VGC. What's the big brain move? He's a competitive. I'm a competitive player, too. I'm probably not as good as him. Absolutely not as good as Wolf, but... you know. I can give you some little advice if you need it. We gotta go heal now. We burned through all our Razor Leafs. Good opportunity to check on the happiness of our Pachirisu here. Oh, we got a Dawnstone. Cool. How we feeling, Pachirisus? Okay, they're getting a little happy. I think that's the one with the Soothe Bell that's like... oh, maybe not. Okay, these two are really happy. You're not happy at all, for whatever reason. You're a little happy. And you're a little happy. I wonder why some of them are more happy than others. They should be exactly the same, other than the Soothe Bell one. The Soothe Bell should be good. Like, super happy. These two should be maxed out. Those are the two full hearts. I don't know what's going on there. Oh well. Let's go heal real quick. Probably a good opportunity to check how much money we're up to as well. Okay. Getting up there. I also want to check in our treasures pocket, because this is stuff we could sell. Some fossils, it's pretty neat. I just got... I don't think I saw it. No. I just got a shiny Lilip today in Sword and Shields. That was pretty exciting. And I started a hunt for Anorith. We can have both Hoenn fossils. Bruh. And then I gotta go through here and click all the way to get to Defog again. It's like number 20, I think. Yeah, look at that. Okay, nice. Nailed that. Knew exactly what Poketchap I was looking for. Perfect. That's exactly where I wanted them to stop. Let's go. We're on a roll right now. Okay, so this is about 700,000, which means we need after this one, we'll need 300,000 more. Let's calculate how many we need so we don't like do any accidental battles. Okay, we'll need, hold on, 300,000. Not times. Why did I just do that? Man, where's the backspace button? I guess there isn't one. Oh, I just found it. Nice. Okay, we'll need to do about 12 more battles after this one. Let's hear the strategy. If you use Sheer Cold and Trick Room set with Ice Save, Have the ice hold. There you go. The ice hold item won't do anything now, because sheer cold. No ice hold item makes accuracy better, and even with a lens item, I think it's scope. No, scope lens is critical hit. Zoom lens, I think, is heightened accuracy. I think sheer hold still is like less than 50% accuracy. For the most part, as fun as one-hit KO items are, they're just not good for one-hit KO moves, because they're very inconsistent. And I don't know because a lot of times, like, look, sheer cold one-hit KOs Incineroar, but so does Water Spout from Kyogre in the Rain, and that's 100% accurate. You also, I don't think you need Trick Room if you have a fast ice type, and most ice types are kind of fast, other than like Glastrier is kind of slow, or Shadow, I should say Ice Rider Calyrex, not Glastrier. Avalugg is slow, but Avalugg is like bad, so you wouldn't want to use it anyway. Abomasnow is like okay. I think he's base 80 speed. Okay, look. It might be lower. No, he's way slower. He's base 60. Okay, that's like so you can get Trick Room working with Abomasnow, but I don't think you need Trick Room for that strategy. Sheer Cold as a strategy just doesn't really work. What it's called? You don't remember what it's called? You talking about the held item? Yeah, but Trick Room, Trick Room wouldn't be too super necessary for that strategy. Come on, bro. I got paralyzed. But also, a strategy that kind of relies on a one-hit KO move is like already like, oh, I don't know. You gotta go for the best strategies are consistent strategies. Otherwise, you just gotta get lucky, and that's not a great idea. We're gonna get lucky. Because people don't win championships on completely luck, you know? PowerPoint up's a good item to get, you know? Most of these items are kind of useless. Like, I don't really play BDSP ever, but, you know, may as well get something. There's a strategy I use for a little bit in doubles. You might think it's cool. Hold on, I just put out a new. There's this 7-star for Alligator just started for those of you that are interested in that. I think I made a guide on that. Let me look. I have a guide on every 7-star. Some of them aren't public yet because the rerun hasn't happened yet. It's for Alligator one of them. Let's look. Yes, for Alligator I made it about a year ago. So if you need help with the 7-star for Alligator, it's out. What do they give you when you beat them? They give me money. 26,000. And to get the ribbons we're going for, each Pokemon, so there's 3 ribbons that we can buy at the Ribbon Syndicate. One costs 10k, one costs 100k, and one costs 1 million Pokedollars. And there's 6 Pokemon I want to get those ribbons on. I'm trying to level up these Pachirisu as well, because if I can get them high happiness, they'll help me make Poffins better, which means then when I go to get I can make better Poffins easier with bad berries, so I can make a bunch bad berries at the Super Bowl. I can make a bunch of really good Poffins to max out contest stats on those Pokemon, and then get all the contest ribbons on those Pokemon as well. I've done a couple Ribbon Masters in the past. I think I only have one true Ribbon Master, and it's a Bulbasaur from Scarlet Violet. But right now I'm working on Ribbon Mastering my shiny Mythicals. So my Mew, Celebi, and then of course this awesome guy, Gorno. So this thing is so cool. I've already EV trained all these guys too. Look, there's an extreme speed Arceus. I like Beef Sticks. Beef Sticks are good, dude. I can never do more than 1 or 2 though. Like they're good, but in moderation. Why do you ask? I actually, when I was in elementary school, when I was probably like 4th or 5th grade, I would, I would bring packed lunch every day. and my mom would put in Slim Jims, or like a Slim Jim every day. And I like Slim Jims, don't get me wrong. But the kids around me loved Slim Jims, like my friends. So most of the time, like even though I like Slim Jims, they like them way more. So I'd barter my Slim Jim. Like I knew they valued it super high, so I never ate it. I'd always get something out of it. I can't remember the last time I tried them. So I bought back for like, yeah, nice, okay, yeah, they're expensive though. What brand are they? Are they Slim Jims or are they something else? Oh, Chomps! Chomps I think are worse than Slim Jims. My mom really likes Chomps. She was like, "Oh, you'll love these," and I tried it. I was like, "Oh, this is kind of just worse than the alternative, but it's all right." Maybe I shouldn't have gotten them as an impression thing. If you don't like them, you won't like Slim Jims. Slim Jims are better, but if you don't like Chomps, you won't like Slim Jims. Out of my hands, do you remember Voltorb Flip at the Goldenrod Game Corner? This song is making me think of it. That game is so goated. Yeah, you probably just don't. Do you like beef jerky? They're pretty different. Beef jerky is wildly different from beef sticks, but... Got a max revive from one of our Pachirisu. I like to try good packaged beef. Beef jerky I really like, but I can never warrant buying it for myself because it's so insanely expensive. It's good though. I like beef jerky more than I like beef sticks. I'd say. I mean, you paid $90 for some, and I absolutely regret it. Yeah, but you paid $90 for beef sticks. That's different. That's pretty different from beef jerky. You also Chomps is the like expensive brand. I think. Like I think Slim Jims are cheaper. Dude, so when I played baseball, this is another Slim Jim story. When I played baseball, there was I was like a tinier kid. Like I was a little scrawny. And I was very quiet and kept to myself. Like I didn't really want to be there. So like I made friends, but like not super insanely much. And even to my friends, I was pretty quiet. And there was this one kid on our team who was huge. I'm talking he was tall. He was pretty built. Had a little mass to him. Almost like in an intimidating way. Absolutely in an intimidating way. He wouldn't like... Normally I'd expect like, oh, he'd pick on me because like I'm the tiny kid and he's way big. But he was pretty chill. Whenever we'd have like a double header, which is 2 games in a row, normally I'd get lunch after the first game because normally it'd be kind of around lunchtime at that point. And a lot of times I'd buy him a Slim Jim because they were cheap. You know, he's a friend of mine. Slim Jims were cheap. I'd get a hamburger or a hot dog or something for myself and I'd get him a Slim Jim. And he always said he liked me and he'd have my back if I ever needed it, which I was like, that's a good person to have my back, you know? And then one day I was at a birthday party for a kid on the team. We were playing dodgeball and there was a kid who was a little bit older than us there. And I got him. I hit him with the dodgeball. Oh, how much money do I have? And I guess he really didn't like that. Because that kid then, when I wasn't looking, snuck up behind me and put me in a headlock. And was like, probably wasn't gonna kill me, but was like choking me out. Like it was an awesome, not an awesome situation for me. Like I was very scared. I couldn't do anything because he was stronger than me. And then my big old Slim Jim friend, who, like, the guy who was choking me out was about 1.5 times bigger than me. Slim Jim buddy was like 3 times bigger than I am. He like pulled this dude off of me and like threw. We were in like a bounce house. So we like threw him, but it was like in whatever. You know, I'm. This was like a quote unquote. I was in a headlock, but we were like 12. You know. And he told the kid, he was like, "Stay off of him." Felt awesome. I was like, "Yeah, dude, I'll buy you more Slim Jims now." Did you ever feel like eating a dog treat? I don't know. They're always a little greasy. I don't like the way that you know, you gotta. That's why I can't have more than one, because they do feel greasy. It's like a plastic taste. I don't know if I'd go that far. Look, dude, you can't talk trash on beef sticks when beef sticks saved my life. I used beef sticks to befriend an awesome dude. There's also like the spicy beef sticks. I've never had any of those, but maybe I'd like those. I like spicy food. Oops. They're mild. Fair enough. No matter what, I'll take them off your hands, you know? They're a good, like, grab and go for me. Like, I'll never be like, oh, I'm going to eat 8 of them and that's my meal. I think some people do that. I'll just, like oh, I'm a little hungry. I'll go grab one. You know, I'm driving somewhere. Little peckish. I'll grab one on the way out. How much money are we up to now? Okay, that's what we got. 2 more. Then we got to go. 2-ish. We have kind of like 3. There, you had a chomp. Chomp stick. Dude, some of the people I've seen eat those. Actually, they're funnily enough, they were the kids I played baseball with. They would like peel the skin off of the Slim Jims before they'd eat them, and they'd eat the skin separately, and it's just like, what the heck, dude? That is not how you're supposed to eat that. Like, you're a weirdo. Especially because the skin has all the flavor, so like, you eat the skin, and I'm sure that's awesome. But then you have like a flavorless wad of meat. It's like, why? Oh, I gotta beat the Sinnoh champion with this team, don't I? With the Ribbon Master crew. Maybe we'll do that next stream, because we get some money off of that, right? Give one of them the amulet coin. Max, what did you eat for dinner today? I'm glad you're here, Daniel. Because I actually... I wanted to say so. I was hoping Ada would still be here for this because I think he'd give me a pat on the back for this. But so I mentioned a while ago. I'll get to the dinner question. That's related. That I had a job interview and that I thought it went well. Well, today I was sitting at my desk and I got an email and I looked at it and I got the job. I told them I accept the offer. I don't know when I start yet, but I told them I accept the offer and let me know what to do moving forward. I don't really know how I went into my party here. I did not go to Texas Roadhouse by myself. To celebrate, instead of having packaged ramen, like I planned to, like a plastic little baggy ramen, I've got like two package of like the bowls of ramen that are like slightly more expensive and like slightly better. And I was like, I was gonna have some plastic bag ramen. I'm gonna have a plastic bowl ramen. So I had that. It was pretty good. It said it was only spicy level 1 though. And I wish it was a little spicier. That was my only complaint. And I filled it up to the fill line, and it still felt like some of the ramen was a little undercooked. Like some of it was a little hard. I thought about putting some more water and putting it back in the microwave, because that's where, the plastic bowl ramen, that's how you make it. But I was like, you know what? I gotta stream in 10 minutes. I just gotta choke this down. We gotta do like one more battle. And then we can go get our first $1 million pro treat. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. I was originally gonna treat myself to one of my frozen pizzas, but I was like, oh, I've scheduled a stream for 6 and it's 5:30 right now. My cat's hanging out with us. Hey, Xavier. Oh, he's rolling over. My nose itches, but I just pet my cat and I'm allergic to cats, so that's an accident waiting to happen. Safari Zone Gate. Love this track. Shout out Heart Gold, Soul Silver. You like the new music system, by the way, Daniel? How far is Sam's? I think Costco's kind of close. I don't know for sure, but Costco is pretty close. I don't have a membership though. I have to get one. But yeah, their pizza's good. And it's big, dude. They got big slices of pizza. It should be at $9.99. Yep. Okay. Which means, Mew, come here. It's in the resort area. Souvlaki Fast. Yeah, it's a pretty big chain, though, isn't it? Like, I've seen Souvlaki Fastas everywhere. But Greek food's always good. Check this out. And now we have $0. Relatively dominant for being the only fast food place. True. Now Mew has the gorgeous royal ribbon. This is the gorgeous one, this is the royal one, and then this is the gorgeous royal one. That's really fun, I didn't notice that. That costed us basically $1 million. And we need to do it 5 more times. That's Mew, though. Pretty cool. Paper Mario done yet? No, but I know it's getting close. I got the I can't say anything. I don't know how far behind YouTube is, but I'm pretty far ahead on recording, so. But there's no way it's that much longer. I'm going to do all the side optional stuff, but even that I'm almost done with. This video has been doing pretty well, too. Pretty stoked about that. This is Brilliant Diamond Shining Pearl. Yes, this specifically is Brilliant Diamond. That's you can tell because it is, like, kind of annoying. Like, it looks like whatever. And the movement's really clunky. I have battle animations turned off, so that's that. But I'm trying to get some money in it to buy some ribbons that you can only get in this game. For my crew of shiny mythicals. Oh, I gotta get back on the bike, that's right. Not ball capsules, whoops. Dude, with old ball capsules in actual Diamond Pearl Platinum, you used to be able to put letters on them and, like, spell words. And I definitely understand why that's not in this game. But I do miss it. I thought it was cool. Oh, I want to check to see how happy the Pachirisu are real quick. The Pachirisu crew. Oh, one of them got a Dusk Stone. Cool. Does this sell for a lot? Anyone check? What's the sell price on a Dusk Stone in Brilliant Diamond? I could look it up, but I'm sure you guys can too. I'd appreciate it if you did. I gotta check the happiness on my squirrel crew. Okay, we all got at least one heart. We do. See Max, good luck on the grind. Thank you, thank you. See you later. I guess I can just look it up. Hold on. Dusk Stone BDSP. I assume 5K. Come on. 1,500. Nowhere near 5K. Great. Whatever. We're kind of just doing the pickup stuff for fun anyway. Hey, this is a Pokemon Rangers track, I think. Once again, shout out Pokemon Ranger, best Pokemon spinoff.
I've already been streaming for an hour, 40 minutes. It's kind of insane. Feels like I just started. Hour and 40 minutes in, and we've already got one Ribbon Master fitted out with the specific ribbons. That's pretty good. Pretty good rates. I want to do quite a bit of this stuff. Although at some point, I think I want to do an Elite 4 run. The crew. Maybe not this stream. That'll be a decent amount of money. Because that way, not only do they get the Cynthia ribbon, but we'll get some money from it. And Cynthia has certain stickers she gives for ball seals that are supposed to be good for contests, I believe. I want to check real quick. I think I bought a ball seal for every contest type. Yeah, look. Something for everything. Nice. So that'll make that easier. I also have all the little contest scarves. So I'm pretty sure once we get to the point where I need to do contests, it'll just be a matter of doing them. It'll be kind of annoying because you have to do a bunch of... I don't think you can just jump into master rank for any of them. So we might have to do like 20 contests or something. Let me look. Full team level up, basically. Nice. Yeah, you'll be unable to participate in higher ranks to complete the lower ranks. So for each one, we'll need to do 4 ranks? Oh, no, that's the contest hall rank. I don't know. Five categories. Normal, Great, Ultra, Master. So we need to do 21 contests for each one. That's like a pain. We'll do it. Luckily, it should just be... We should first try, like, every one, I think. Because if we correctly set up the Poffins, all our Pokemon will have max contest stats, so... And then I've got the ball capsules and the scarves. Like, it shouldn't be too bad. There's a really loud car outside right now. This is going to be a long quest anyway, because I need every single day of the week, you can get 1 ribbon. And so you need, there's 7 different ribbons from the Ribbon Lady in Sunny Shore City, and I need to get that on 6 different Pokemon. So already this is going to be a pretty lengthy process. So that's okay. I'm going to do Mew first, and then I might do Darkrai next, because I kind of want to send Darkrai into Legends EA at some point to see the Mega. I think that'll be really cool. Come on, talk to him. What's going on? There we go. That was weird. His hitbox felt small or something. It's a shame this takes so long. I wish there was a better money-making method, like a faster one or a more entertaining one. I guess you could just run the Elite Four, but that doesn't, like, it's like whatever. That's probably even slower. That's definitely slower, because I bet you get...
What does the Elite Four pay out in this game? I'll look it up. We'll do Cynthia. What is her payout? Dude, Cerebi, come on. Cerebi just doesn't say. Cynthia... money? Yeah, it's not even that much. It also wasn't the right... Okay, whatever. I could not find what I was looking for, but I think that's the fastest method anyway.
Plus now we can have the 6 Pachirisu, or the 5 Pachirisu on our team when we do this method. If I brought 5 Pachirisu to Cynthia, I would lose. I would definitely lose. Come on, versus Seeker. Bruh. There we go. Out of my hands. You guys planning to play Overwatch tonight? If not, maybe some Sea of Thieves or something. Could be fun. Could be fun. You know? Oh. Such a boring grind, dude. Come on, BDSP. Why can't you be fun? Be fun to play. We might get to the end of this PowerPoint use for my Torterra and call it, because I'm feeling a little tired. We'll see. We'll see. For these Pachirisu are enjoying this at least. Did that miss? No, okay. Nice, nice. Getting pretty lucky with versus Seekers, at least. They all seem to want to battle. Oh. Pretty stoked Pokemon Day this month. About 2 weeks-ish. Oh, that's exciting. Hopefully Pokemon Champions news. I really want to know how Pokemon Jams, what am I talking about? Pokemon Champions is going to kind of change competitive. Whether or not Master Ball rank is going to still be fixed to the specific game, or if Champions are just going to be completely separate, or what. Because that's kind of changing the way I shiny hunt. So I used to do, say a Pokemon had 3 evolution states. We'll use Bulbasaur, for example. No, we won't. Then we get some. Bulbasaur is a little more complicated because there's a gender difference. We'll use Torterra. So, for my shiny living dex, for a living dex, I need to have 1 of each. So for the Torterra line, it's not just have a Torterra, it's have a Turtwig, have a Grottle, have a Torterra. Wow, they got a lot of stuff. Got a Nugget too. Nice. And what I would do is, so when I was shiny hunting Turtwig, for Turtwig it would probably be through Scarlet Violet. I would get 3 shinies for the living dex, and I would catch a 4th to use as a competitive Torterra potentially in the future. Because I didn't want to have to take Pokemon out of my Pokemon home. And that's relatively easy to do for everything except legendaries, because that's where it kind of gets messy, because it's like I don't really want to have to shiny hunt like Zekrom twice. But if Pokemon Champions is just, here's what we're doing from now on, it always reads from your home, I won't have to do that anymore. And that'd be pretty nice. So I've kind of like, I've been shiny hunting, but I've been shiny hunting stuff that's like, I don't know, like I've been shiny hunting fossils because I don't have those, but I've been not shiny hunting legendaries because I've got most of the legendaries, and most legendaries I still have to shiny hunt, other than like Arceus, are ones that like I already have 1 of, and I was just shiny hunting the second one of. Ultra Beast specifically is what I've been doing that with, really. But I kind of put the halt on that because if I don't need to, I don't want to. It's gonna be funny then because I'll just have a couple extras if that's how it is. Like I have 2 shiny Kartana, I think I have 2 Pheromosa, I think I have 2 Guzzlord, stuff like that. Pretty cool. Just have a little backup shiny collection. Yeah, I'm excited for Pokemon Champions. Hope it's good. I hope it's good. I hope it lasts. And I hope it allows a lot more people to get into competitive Pokemon than are currently into it. Because it's a pretty big scene right now, but it'd be nice if it's even bigger. It's always cool to watch a community you're a part of grow. So, and I'm a pretty big part of the Pokemon community, especially competitive Pokemon. I play that very frequently. I try to keep up to date on what's going on. This weekend's pretty big for Pokemon Go. Not only is it Valentine's Day, which is arguably the most important thing. Arguably. But it's also, on Valentine's Day, it's a Namorous Raid Day. And then the day after is Gigantamax Meowth Battle Day in Pokemon Go. I'm stoked for that. Gigantamax Meowth is so sick. He's so cool. Not very strong, but very, very cool.
Metal Gear Solid 2. I'm kind of just scrolling on my phone, to be honest. I'm doing this because no one's really here to speak to. But Metal Gear Solid 2 Antica gold-plated cardboard box. You can pre-order it for $70. Why would you want that? Is that really that cool? Not really a Metal Gear Solid guy. Never played any games. Snakes and Smash. That's the most I know. Nice, nice. Level ups are always great. I was hoping we'd get a lot more pickups with Pachirisu. Wonder if that was really worth the detour. I mean, we got a nugget. I think once we start getting rare candies, it'll be always nice to have a good stockpile of those. These Pachirisu are going to be like weirdly EV trained a little, right? Gyarados, I think, gives attack, right? And then I think Raichu gives speed. Yeah. So that's really funny. These are going to be like max attack, max speed Pachirisu. Which speed's probably pretty good, but I don't... Although on the infamous Pachirisu that won Worlds, I think it was defensive, right? It had high HP because it was meant to tank Draco Meteors as it successfully was able to do. That Pachirisu is the GOAT. I think that's getting darker in game. It's gotta be 8 o'clock. Wonder if it'll be a big transition. We'll see. How many more Razor Leafs we got? 7? Wonder how many total battles we did today. Probably around 60. Pretty good. Yeah, look at that. It's way darker now because it's 8. How much money are we at? I should keep an eye on that. Okay. Halfway to our next badge, basically, or our next ribbon. That's pretty good. Likely won't be able to stream over the weekend. Going out of town for a little bit. So next stream will definitely be Max Monday, Max Layer Monday. Assuming I'm back in time. I should be. I'm aiming to be, so if nothing gets in the way, I will be. Did I miss both of them with my Razor Leaf? I wasn't paying attention at all. Are you serious? That's insane. Sure, quick attack. Get him. Okay, nice try, Gyarados. Doesn't Baby Doll Eyes also have priority? It does. It's interesting. I'd send up this music playlist. This is a great idea for this. It's still boring, but it's not as boring. You know? It's not just the really Diamond Shining Pearl battle theme over and over again. I am getting sleepy, though. With a tea. It was labeled a soothing tea, so probably should have taken that into account. We got, I think, what, 3, 4 more battles left? I might do some of this grinding off stream, honestly. I thought it'd be a little faster than this, but it's okay. We'll see, we'll see. Maybe I'll just plan for some longer streams for it in the future. Hey, we got a full heal, I think. Nice. Big Overwatch update recently. Not that I really play, but it's kind of neat. Not Overwatch 2 again. It's Overwatch 1. Or no, it's just Overwatch. My bad. Kind of funny. They made a big deal about making it 2, and now it's not 2. Hey, whatever. If it works, it works. If that ups the player base, good for them. Good for them. I wonder how much of a spike they got. I bet you that's a pretty easily identifiable statistic that I can just look up. But the question is, do I really care enough to? The answer to that, I think, is no. That was our last Razor Leaf. How much money are we gonna be out there? Could we maybe go through and get at least the first 2 ribbons on everyone? That'd be kind of neat, right? I think we have exactly enough. We have a little bit more too, because it's only 5 since we already got meat on. We'll go do that at least for stream ends. May as well heal while we're here. Let's do happiness check too. How are we feeling about Drizu? Okay, 2 tiny hearts on one of them, on 2 of them. Nice. Oh, we got some items too. Nice. Just some revives, but that'll be good when we do our Cynthia run. Have to buy less. I guess we can just do this, right? Because Mew is already done. Let's be careful not to spend the money on Atlas, as much as I love him. Sure, gorgeous ribbon. Put on Selby. Then buy the royal ribbon. Put that on Selby. Then switch to Manaphy. Then the royal. Oh, hold on. No, this is going to be the $1 million one. Fortunately, we don't have enough for that right now. Okay, now we'll do Darkrai. That shiny is so cool. Okay, and next is Shaman. And then lastly, but certainly not least, like awesome Arceus. So stoked about this thing. Okay, now we all at least have those 2 ribbons. Sucks that Arceus is the only one missing Master Ball ribbon. Oh, I guess Selby is too. But like Manaphy was able to get it, Darkrai, Shaman. He's gotta get the foot ribbon. Don't remember how I got that, but yeah. Get these guys back. We can do a bit more. We're gonna have to at some point anyway, so. I had to think about where we're going again. I'm gonna do defog again. That's annoying. Oh well. We'll live. Okay, it's number 20. Guess we'll just leave it there. How much money do we get per run? So we get about 26k. I've been saying 27k, but that's less accurate. 26k. I'll just do 26 and multiply it. We get 25 Razor Leaf, so we get 650k. But what? Hold on. Razor. What's the maximum power point on Razor Leaf? If we use any PP ups, does that help a lot? Let's take a look. I can't find the max power point on any of these sites. $40. Whoa. Okay, what if we do 40 of them? 26 times 40? That way, every single time we run back, we'd... Yo, wait. Maybe that's the move. We'd have 1 million. We could use that as our statistic. That could be really nice. How many PowerPoint ups do I have? I think they're in medicine, right? Or they used to be, at least. Yeah, I guess not. I think when Diamond and Pearl came out, they were. They must have changed it in this game. Where is it? What? There. Okay, there we go. Right, I didn't have the bike equipped. That's okay. I'll have to go heal less, which is very nice. And we might even just get the PB ups back from Pachirisu pickup, which is really nice. That might have just been a free little efficiency thing there. Pachirisu's doing 2 big hops now. Maybe he's really friends with us already. I thought we were going to level up a lot faster. I kind of forgot that these are just like level 27 Pokemon. I guess they don't go up.
I wish I could somehow make it so that Intimidate doesn't come up. I think we can make it so we're not affected by it, but I think it would still come up, and then I think it would take longer because then it would show our ability coming up. So just got to ignore it for now. Oh. I don't know how much longer I can do this before I'll fall asleep, I'll be honest. Whatever that limit is, we're reaching it. Rapidly. Hey, we got a polka doll. I wish it would auto-collect. I wish there was a setting for that somehow. I think that'd be a little too OP, though, so probably good it's not. Here, hold on. Happiness-wise, we need to really be on top of checking that, because once they get max happiness, we can remove the lucky egg and other thing. Soothe Bell. Are any of them there? No. One of them, this guy only has 1 heart. Forteras loves us, but it's interesting. Bruh. Is that 2 steps? Dude. Okay. Come on. You were getting picky there, game. Give me some items. Give me some cool items. Whatever. I didn't mean to do that. Just go back. There we go. That menu is weirdly clunky. I guess not for Diamond Pearls, or really Diamond Shining Pearl standards. It's perfectly on brand clunky. But take him down. Oh. wonder what the exact dollar per second rate for this is. It's gonna be pretty good. Obviously, there's gonna be some fluctuation because situations like that where the Versus Seeker doesn't work, but still. I'm gonna go to the bathroom again. Maybe soon, maybe soon. How many PowerPoints have I used so far on this round of Razor Leafs, this 40 round? Wow, not many. I thought we'd done way more than that. Dude, the Versus Seeker being 100% perfect, like actually getting the verses every single time would make this so much faster. I think it's kind of stupid that it doesn't, but whatever. I thought I just heard someone bump a microphone, and I was like, am I in a Discord call right now?
Pretty sure I'm not. As much as that would make this way more entertaining, I feel like I've lost a lot of my energy. I apologize if this is a bit of a boring stream. There's not anyone here to talk to. Start saying something in chat. Say something interesting. Bring up a talking point, someone. What's your favorite Pokemon? What's your least favorite Pokemon? And if they had a baby, what would that Pokemon be?
My favorite Pokemon is Bulbasaur. My least favorite is like Charizard. So I think in the middle is like Scoville.
I don't know. Fire grass type, that's my thought process there. Maybe Ogre Pond Hearth Flame. That's my money at. Keep your eyes in your own pockets. That's mine. Little flex of the black trainer card there, the 5-star trainer card, by the way. Play a lot of Pokemon. By that I mean I waste a lot of time playing a bad Pokemon game. That's this game. Unless Nintendo is listening because they want to work with me, then this is the best game ever. Look, I'll be a shill if you're gonna give me free Pokemon merch. That's only kind of true, you know. I'll be honest. If a big game's bad, it's bad, and this game is bad. Pokemon merch is worth playing it anyway. You know, little. I pre-ordered Pokopia on Pokemon Center. Hopefully that comes on time because then I'll get a little. Not only will I want to play it on launch day, but I don't really like. I'm not gonna die if I don't. So I was like, okay, like if I pre-order on Pokemon Center, I'll probably get it around launch day, and it'll come with a little Ditto, a Ditto plush. I've already got a Ditto plush, but it's like a off-brand one that like inverts. I use it as like my main couch pillow. It like inverts. Mostly it's in Ditto form because then it's like a kind of like an oval. It's a little purple oval with a smiley face on it, and it inverts and becomes a little Bulbasaur with a Ditto face. It's kind of cute. Very clearly off-brand, like knockoff, but I like it. It's soft. That's what you want in a pillow. Maybe we'll go until we get one more ribbon. I think that's what we'll do. That's not really that many more. What, we're around... We can actually guess it spot on. We're at 440. So we'll just round up. We'll say we get 25 per. So we'll say we're at 425 just to make rounding easy. That means we need what? 575, basically. Divide that by 25. It's 3, and then... So it's 23 more battles. That's not that bad. Probably get that one on Darkrai, like I said. We got a shiny stone from Toffin. Thanks, Toffin. Dude, heck yeah, Hoenn music. That's how you energize me, I'm telling you what. Route 104, let's go. Bring on the trumpets. Hoenn special. And I don't mean low speed. Well, that is the other Hoenn special. Isn't the Hoenn special just like low stats in general? I kind of don't really know. Let's look. What is the Hoenn special? Oh, isn't the... I think it's when Pokemon are kind of given stats that don't fit them. So, like, a physical attacker is given a bunch of points in... Yeah, when a Pokemon is evenly split out special attack and physical attack. At the expense of defense and speed. Okay, there we go. Look at that. You learned a new term, the Hoenn special. Even attack and special attack at the loss of defense and speed, even if though most Pokemon only care about one of their attacking stats. Cool. What is this track? Brine Cave. Okay, I was like, why don't I recognize this? Because it's from a game I never played. Thank you out of my hands for this recommendation, though. All the Explorers of Sky tracks you ever were great. Bruh. Come on, Raichu. I wish there was a 100% accurate spread move that wasn't Earthquake, because Earthquake doesn't work, because it's a Gyarados. Maybe there is. 100 accurate spread move. I guess I could just have Pachirisu carry some slack. But Astral Barrage, yeah, as if. Dude, Google AI recommended Heat Wave, which is notoriously not 100 base or 100 accuracy. AI doesn't know a thing about competitive Pokemon. Ooh, I'm not going to look, but I can totally tell where the song is from. Hold on. This is a ZA song for sure. I think it's the final battle with Tawny and Urbane. Yeah! Let's go. I'm the GOAT, the Pokemon music GOAT. This song really reminds me of the old Pokemon Coliseum and X Eagle of Darkness music. At least this part of the song. Oh, I totally forgot to add tracks from those games. I gotta do that. I'll do that. Hopefully I'll remember to do that before next stream. Those games have great music.
I've only ever actually played Coliseum. I've never gotten my hands on a copy of XD. Very expensive to do so. Hopefully in the future. I've heard very good things about the game. I've been told if I like Coliseum, I will love XD because it's just that but better. Even though the main character in XD looks like a dweeb, especially compared to the Coliseum one. We're getting there. We're getting there. For fresh mill. The slow and steady grind. At least it's not difficult, though. Other than paying attention, you know, staying awake. That's where the difficulty is. One step, that's funny. Bruh. Okay. Maybe I need a mold breaker earthquake user, maybe. Oh, but if I... Then Pachirisu will die, unless I give it, like, air balloon. Which would be kind of funny. Oh, but then I won't be able to pick up or do anything like that, so... I think this is the best bet. Oh. Getting tired, dude. Out of my hands, what's up? I just noticed you said something. Hopefully, I don't know how long ago that was. Just now, nice. What you up to? Doing anything fun? Some of the best Pokemon songs? Yeah, I'm not kidding. When I was like, I'm going to add Pokemon songs to my stream, this is the first one I looked up. National Park is just so good. Yeah, dude, Heart Gold Soul Silver is just like, I think about that game and it always makes me like sad. Because those games are so good and it's what I grew up on. And like, even if they come out with the best Pokemon game ever, I don't think anything will be able to capture how Heart Gold Soul Silver felt when I was a kid. And this song is like the best song in that whole track. It's just so good. Hearing memories of putting my Pokemon on my old. You really did that? No way. Are you serious? You actually did that? Wow. How well did that work? It didn't work. Yeah. They were incredibly accurate. That was like a big thing, was how accurate it was, I think. Like people, there was like a study done that was like, yeah.
I think it was one of the most accurate pedometers of the time. It was like kind of like insane. I would always like shake mine, and that kind of worked. Or just walk with it, you know? It got me to exercise a little. Not as much as Pokemon Go, but like I was walking with it. Pokewalker's cool. I think whenever I do a replay of Heart Gold Soul Silver, I'll absolutely look, try to get a battery for my old Pokewalker. Try to use it alongside it. It'll be neat. We're scared us. So where did they attack? Okay. Just waste our time, buddy. Oh, I forgot to take the, I saw that we have a PowerPoint up. We got a repel, too. Nice. The Pokewalker was so cool. And they've like tried to get it with the Pokewall Plus. But it's just like that was so ahead of its time, the Pokewalker. It was so awesome. I just like, wow. What a cool device. And I think it came with the game. Like here's a throwback. You probably hopefully remember this. We weren't like super close at this point out of my hands. But yeah, I do remember that. And they said in the commercial they'd say Pokemon where they'd say like Pokemon. I do remember that. And there was a point in the commercial where we were watching them battle, and our side had Ho-Oh and the other side had Lugia, I remember. But I remember so the Pokewalker came with your game. It didn't cost any more. It just came with the game. But when the Pokewall Plus came out with Let's Go Pikachu, Let's Go Eevee, it was $40 extra. So like I got the pack that came with Let's Go Pikachu and the Pokewall Plus, and it was $100. And we were on the bus on the way home from competition when I got that game out of my hands. And I remember like being like, ooh, this is expensive. But I use my Pokeball, or actually, I don't use my Pokeball Plus anymore. I use my Pokemon Go Plus, the sleep tracker one. So I guess it kind of was a waste. I got a lot of use out of it though. I gotta remember to take the items off my party. I'll do that right now. Nice. I'll check my money just to make sure my math is right, but I think we're gonna have 5 Razor Leafs left. We're ready to go to get our other ribbon. And then we'll probably call the stream there, since it's almost been 3 hours. Oh, I think we're way closer than that. So what? That's like 850. Okay, that's right on track. We'll say it's 850. That means we need 6 more. Just about. Yeah, do you remember the Zack and Cody Heart Gold Soul Silver advertisement? Those games are just so good. Everything. It felt like those games. I know time, like when you're a kid, moves slower, kind of. But it felt like Heart Gold and Soul Silver were the newest Pokemon game for like years. And like when Black and White came out, it was like this big shift for me. Because I remember at that point, great. At that point, I had played some other games. Like I'd played Diamond Pearl Platinum. I played Fire Red Leaf Green a little bit. And then I played Ruby. I don't think I had Emerald at that point. And I transferred a bunch of Pokemon up. And I had like this... I had 2 whole boxes of legendaries in my Heart Gold copy because that was like my main save. And I remember the term or the word legendary didn't fit as a box name. So the boxes were just called Strong and Strong 2. And that's where I would just put like legendaries. And I remember for a while I actually left them there. Like I didn't transfer them up to Black and White because I was like, I don't know, like it feels weird to abandon Heart Gold. But then eventually, like, it actually, Sun and Moon was when I went back and I kind of salvaged it. Like I brought up all my old legendaries, or at least most of them. I think I took all of them actually. So there's not much left on that cartridge. That's actually still my original save though, so that's pretty cool. I've still got my first starter. I have my original Crobat named Blue, who's the goat. I have a Nidoking in that's really high level because I didn't know how to evolve Nidorino, it would have been. So I just leveled it up on the Tauros outside of the Safari Zone. And it was like level 50 by the time I figured out how to evolve it, which was just use a Moonstone on it. And the way I figured this out, oh, I remember this. This was so cool. I didn't know how to evolve it. And I was just, in my head, I was just like, it must just be some insanely high level. And so I just kept leveling up. And then one day I was at the library and they had a Pokedex book. And I checked it out. And I was sitting there and I was like, this is insane. And I scrolled to the Nidorino page and it was like, use a Moonstone. So like the book told me how to evolve my Pokemon. It felt really cool. I have no idea where your Heart Gold card is. That's an expensive card to lose. I know where both my Heart Gold and Soul Silver card is, and I would be very upset if I lost either. About 3 more. 3 more battles, and then we can get another ribbon, I think. Those games are so unparalleled. I really truly do think those are some of the best, if not the best Pokemon games. Other than like Black and White, which is good. Black and White 2. I don't know if I said the 2. Black and White 2 is good. But Heart Gold Soul Silver is just so phenomenal because it not only are those games good, but like those are the ones I played as a kid. So they get some points for that. I can remember going camping with my family, and they wanted to, like, it was with this group of people who wanted to go hunting, and, like, my family's not, like, a hunting family, but we were like, okay, we're along for the ride. So we got up into one of the little tree stands, and it was my dad. I was pretty young. I was probably, at most, 11. And it was probably 4 a.m. Like, the sun hadn't even started coming up yet. And we were sitting there, and I was just so bored that I took out my DS. And, like, I had it on mute. Like, I was aware I needed to be quiet, but I was playing Pokemon Heart Gold in the, like, tree stand. I was just messing around. Like, at that point, I'd already beaten the game. I didn't have my Pokedex completed, and that Pokedex is still not completed, because completing the Pokedex in those old games is, like, insanely difficult. I probably could if I really put effort into it, but whatever. Maybe someday. It'd be kind of cool to do. But yeah, I have so many hours in that game. Okay, one more battle. We got this. Victory lies before you indeed. By that, I mean the last battle of the stream. Okay, they don't even want to fight. Great. Come on, bro. Dude. He's getting insane. Battle me. Thank you. See the link to the Zack and Cody commercial you just sent me. You see what I mean? They say Pokemon weird. They very clearly don't know what they're talking about. Like, they're very clearly getting a paycheck to play this game that they've never played, I think. Hey. Hold on, we got a Max Aether. Aether? Max Aether? I don't know. Whatever. Pachirisu had an item for us. Let's put all you guys there. And grab all the... I guess we just need one. Come here, Darkrai. We got something for you. Get him a fancy old ribbon. Back to $0. But Darkrai now also has the Gorgeous Ribbon, the Royal Ribbon, and the Gorgeous Royal Ribbon. May as well just put these guys back in the party. But with that, I am absolutely going to call this stream here. Thank you guys so much for watching this stream. Bit of a lame, boring one, but, you know, sometimes that's how it is. Sometimes you got to grind a little to get some cool ribbons. Next stream will probably be Monday, so it'll be Max Layer Monday. I'm looking forward to it. Hopefully get that shiny Zygarde. I hope you guys are looking forward to it. Hope to see you guys all there, and thank you for watching the stream. Have a good day.